Good morning. My name's Travis Lipp. I'm one of the operations section chiefs on Rocky Mountain Team 1. Today's Monday, September 2nd on the Wapiti fire. I'm here today to give you today's operational briefing. Before we start, acreage did increase. We're just under 108,000 acres, so we did grow by about 10,000 acres yesterday. I'll touch on that a little bit and also touch on today red flag warning conditions, so we're expecting another active day today with fire behavior. Before I talk about some of the critical areas, the growth that we seen on the fire yesterday, few areas, up here, Thatcher Lake area, Thatcher Creek area, you notice this pocket in here burned together, so we had some growth there. Notice down here on Iron Creek where we had that unburned pocket, that grew together. That increases some acreage. And we did have some growth in the wilderness. You'll see both these fingers right here continue to kind of move in a southeast direction. I'll come back and touch on them here in a little bit. So that is the areas where we've seen a lot of activity and some of the growth. Also over here in Victor, we did see some growth over here into the wilderness as well. So our focus today, I'm going to kind of hit on the high point areas. We continue work around all the communities and values. Nothing has changed from the last 10 to 12 days that we've been here. We continue to focus on those values, and we will continue while we're here. But this Warm Springs area, west of the Warm Springs airstrip, we do have folks in there. This fire continues to back down, especially in this Kasner Creek area. So as conditions allow this morning, we'll get air resources up and start putting buckets on that just to keep it in check as it continues to back down to 21. The other area, activity up here in Mike, Bull Trout Lake, Martin Lake area west where it pushed into the old county line fire. It did have some good activity in here yesterday, expecting additional activity in this area today as well. We did get some spots yesterday into the old county line fire scar. Crews were in there, were able to pick them up. It's open ground. They'll continue to assess this area if we do get further activity, whether we'll send folks in there today or not. At the same time, we continue to prep this 21 road with the intent of keeping this fire south of Highway 21. We are closely watching this area right here around Copper Mountain, where most of the activity is now. Should we need to, we have a strategic firing plan in place just to keep this fire squared up as it comes down towards Highway 21 to reduce the intensity. We'll bump over into Branch 6 into Papa today. Yesterday, they continued to hold. I mentioned this where they fired off the 203 road. This west side over here continued to secure that yesterday. We'll have folks in there again today. We did pick up a spot yesterday, about 10 to 12 acres. Just kind of south of Valley Creek Spike. It was from one of the spots previously. It kind of come to life when the weather cleared out and grew another 10 to 12 acres. So not a new spot, but we did have activity there. We're able to put helicopters and crews and engines in there, and we have that lined and hose lay around it. 21 corridor still looking good. Folks spread out all the way from Boy Scout Camp, Homestead, Copper Creek down to Iron Creek. I do want to touch on Iron Creek as you go west here. I mentioned earlier this unburned pocket that is filled in. We'll continue to watch this area. We did pick up about 5 to 10 spots in here last night, about paper plate size spots. Crews in there got on them immediately. So this morning, and as soon as we get the UAS up, we'll put it in here first just to fly this area, looking for any additional spots we may see. Bumping back down, we have the resources spread out all the way to the Redfish Fish Hatchery, all the way down to the 210 road here. We're continuing to prep just west of Highway 75. So with that, I mentioned earlier these two fingers here in barren drainage and Fish Creek drainage, these continue to move. We're continuing to watch them. All this great work that's been done over here south of Goat Falls, coming to the Stanley Ranger Station and down to Redfish. That line all the way to Redfish is in, it's plumbed, it's ready to go. So should this continue to move and want to wrap around and make a push back to Goat Falls, back to Stanley, back to the Stanley Ranger Station or Redfish Lake area, that's why this is all in place and ready to go. Resources have a strategic firing plan in place, and we would do some firing if it makes a push. So we continue to watch this. What the weather allowed us yesterday, as I end, we have 6 Type 1 helicopters. All of them flew yesterday in different areas, from where we had to slop over here to Warm Springs, over here in Iron Creek, over here in Bull Trout Lake area. We flew all those helicopters. It also allowed our field operations folks the ability yesterday afternoon to get up and do a recon of the entire fire area. First time they've been able to get a good recon in several days. They got some very good intel. It validated what we're doing, where we're putting the work in, where we have folks. So we're expecting another active day, but the plan that we have is in place, and we'll see what happens. I expect tomorrow you'll see another good growth in acreage, but folks are spread out and ready to go should the activity increase. With that, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and I hope everybody has a good holiday today. Thanks.